Hi guys, I thought I'd just make a little video to show you guys this because this has been bugging me for the past couple of days. I haven't been able to figure it out, but finally I was able to solve the issue and debug what's been going on. Um, Now, this could be completely and utterly basic and completely on me for not noticing this sooner. But I thought I'd just make a video and show you because it's quite good when you're debugging and the process that I've gone through to figure this out. So I'm in Google Merchant Center next, the new Google Merchant Center, and I've got a new client who is looking to optimize their Google Ads campaigns, their product shopping campaign, and to get things back on track. So my job is to audit this account and to get their Google Shopping functioning efficiently and brilliantly. So what I've decided to do is to try and optimize their feeds and sort out, kind of figure out what was going on by using some supplemental feeds or supplemental sources, as they're now known. But in the supplemental feed that I was trying to work with and that I'd created, I was getting this error. Offer does not exist. Across the three products that I was trying to test and trial with. And I couldn't figure out why, because all the product information that I had in my supplemental feed was corresponding to the product information that I was seeing in Merchant Center. And that was being displayed here. The product IDs were the same, the titles were the same, all the information was completely the same, but still Google couldn't recognize the products across the sheets. So what was it? How did I work it out? Well, the culprit of the error came down to the feed label. So down here in this feed that I'd created, I had given the feed label a hyphen because the hyphen feed label already existed in the Google base file URL source feed label hyphen. So I assumed, and never assume, that the products that I was trying to test and trial were as part of this over 2,000 products in this Google base primary source. But what I had totally failed to look in and check was the found by Google secondary primary, and I'll call it the secondary primary source. And this found by Google source is the source which is automatically found by Google. So it crawls the website, finds products that aren't already in the Google base file URL or the XML file that you are sourcing from your product management system. And any new products that it finds, it adds and automatically updates your Merchant Center with them. So, and it had been doing this perfectly fine without me even realizing. But once I'd looked through this data a little bit more, I'd completely could see that the data source had the website URL as its primary source. And when I checked the Google base, when I downloaded the full spreadsheet of the Google base file URL source, did a quick find to see if I could see the products, and no, they did not exist in this Google base file URL. So that actually unearthed a secondary bug, which, pardon me, is that the the XML feed, or the feed that's being sourced from the product management system, isn't automatically updating with the new products that are being put on the website. So there's a secondary fault there. So I have to try and go back and figure that one out. So I had found where my products were being sourced from. They were being sourced from this website found by Google source, and it had a feed label of GB. So the next step was to essentially start again because and when looking at new client accounts and trying to debug and optimize, it can be pretty tricky, and you are faced with a whole bunch of loads of different data and errors and things flashing at you, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So what I try and do from the off is to try and simplify things as much as possible. Start from the basics. And in some instances, just starting from scratch can really help. So this is what I did with this error. I created a whole new feed, started from scratch, made sure that I had the data that I was working with before, so the product ID, description, blah, blah, titles, and I also had a custom label that I've been using as well to segment my products in Google Shopping. And I then gave the new supplemental feed or source a feed label of GB, which corresponds to the website feed label. And as if by magic, my feed is now saying that all products are recognized and my supplemental product data file has no issues. Happy days. I can now go ahead and try and optimize this feed a little bit more, optimize these products in Google Shopping, and hopefully get this campaign firing on all cylinders. So there we go, just a little video for you. I think I'm done.